What's going on, y'all? Sorry for the delay there. Gonzalo studying with the bruh. Where my bruh's at? Hit me with a bruh if y'all can hear me. Hang on a second here. So this lab was called Configuring Standard VLANs on Catalyst Switches. So we'll just say Standard VLAN Lab. Shout out Gonzalo. You tuned in from Buenos Aires, right? Was that where you was tuning in from? Can't remember. Hang on a second. What time zone are you in, Gonzalo? And is it Zizatech? Exzatech? I don't know how I'm pronouncing that right, but shout out to Exzatech. Shout out Catharsis 323. That sounds like you is that Los Angeles? Oh, y'all give me a second. My bad, y'all. I'm just, as y'all can see, I was not prepared today. I'm in over my head with these LiveLabs, but you know what? This is a lot more fun than the tutorials that I'm always doing. You know, it takes me a while to gather all that material and create PowerPoints and then figure out a lab for you guys to practice with and stuff like that. This is a lot more fun because I just freestyle, just go to these labs and get them done. Looks like we're gonna need, actually, I put that wrong. We're not gonna need a router on this one. Hopefully I got a switch on this one. This is gonna be switches on this one. So yeah, we do. I got a layer 2 switch right here. We're just gonna call this guy, I believe he's gonna be just switch 1, so SW1. Why can I not edit that? I've been having issues with that right there. There we go. Switch 1. And scroll up here so y'all can see. Exotic. I guess I couldn't figure that out, huh? Is that like that sounds like a rap name or something? I don't know. But this is gonna be switch 2 right here. Basically, we are going to, let me scroll these guys over. What time zone are you in, Gonzalo? Because it seemed like you tuned in right on time over there. We're gonna give it some time for some people to check in with us. And this should be a really quick lab. Standard VLANs. VLANs are pretty easy. Basic concept. Basically, you are creating a virtual local area network. You put in ports in a specific segmented network, right? But at layer 2. I want to change that also. No, that's that. I hope that's not the template. I want to change the template on that. 2206. Okay, so yeah, so you 2 hours ahead of me, but I thought Argentina was a couple hours behind. I'm in Orlando, Florida, by the way. That's just in the Eastern time zone. So like New York City and basically that time zone. I don't know why I can't get this thing to go. I want to change the. There we go. Switch. This is gonna be switch 2. Shout out Catharsis. Where you tuned in from? If I'm saying that right, Catharsis 323. Hang on a second, y'all. At 8 o'clock, you have the remote too. Sorry, my bad, y'all. Okay, so we need to cable these guys up right here. Switch 1. Let's see here. FA01, the fast Ethernet 01. So we're gonna do gigabit 01. to gigabit 01. That's basically it. The objective of this lab exercise is for you to learn and understand how to configure standard VLANs. Standard VLANs are from VLANs 1 through 1001 on Catalyst iOS switches. In addition, you are also required to familiarize yourself with the commands available in Cisco iOS to validate and check your configurations. This should be really easy, y'all. We should try to get out of here by 8:30. Lab purpose. VLAN configuration is a fundamental skill. VLANs allow you to segment your network into multiple smaller broadcast domains. So basically, a router separates broadcast domains, but the VLANs make them a little bit smaller. So like if we had a router, right here. This whole side over there would be, all of this would be the broadcast domain, and then anything on this side of it would be another broadcast domain, right? But then you can make smaller broadcast domains, which essentially are VLANs, and that's what we're doing. That's why they call them they're virtual local area networks, right? Please use the topology, complete this lab exercise. Okay. In preparation for VLAN configuration, configure a host name on switch 1 as well as the VLANs depicted in the topology. So we got VLAN 10 for sales, and Fast Ethernet 05 is in that port. In that VLAN. VLAN 20 is the managers, VLAN 30 is the engineers, VLAN 40 is support, and that's pretty much it. So, and looks like there's only 3 tasks here. So this should be really easy, y'all. I need to get good at subnetting. Takes me a while to do the math. How did I learn it? I learned it back when I was studying from NetworkBruh. And no, I didn't. I take that back. I kind of like, luckily I got lucky and only had like 1 or 2 questions on subnetting in NetworkBruh exam. But when I did the CCNA, I had to buckle down and actually learn it. And the way I learned it was through Professor Messer. He's got a video, I want to say it's about 7 minutes long. Have you ever heard of ProfessorMesser.com? He has a YouTube channel, and he breaks down the easiest way to subnet. And basically, you take the number 128, and there's 64, I believe it's 32, and then you just keep breaking it down all the way till you get to 1, right? Halfway each way, and then you'll be able to. I'm not going to even get into all of that right now, but that's the easiest way to do it. Write down 1 through 128, and then just watch that video. I'll probably leave a link in the description below. But anyways, I'll go off on another tangent here. Switch 1. Let's power these bad boys on. Let's get rid of this first of all. He doesn't belong here. Oh, what did I just do? It asked me to delete both of them. All right, then you put this boy back in and call him switch. Yes, Professor Messer. Yeah, he got a video on subnetting, and it's a good video. Check him out for sure. Switch 1 here. Cable these bad boys up again. Power these bad boys up. Did my alarm go off on y'all? I hope it didn't. Oh, it's set for 8:15. I hope my alarm didn't go off on you guys, man. What is going on here? Something didn't power on, or something's not powering on. Looks like we're running into, and this is why I hate GNS3. Maybe we can do this on Packet Tracer. Let's see if we can start these bad boys up one more time and console into them. Look, it don't look like this. Don't look too good right here. We might have to get Packet Tracer going. Console. Sound about a node must be started, and it looked like it might have crashed. So let's try this one more time, and we're gonna have to go to the trusty old Packet Tracer. Maybe I should have tested this before. Jesus Christ! Yeah, we don't have to go to Packet Tracer. That way I ain't wasting y'all time here. Good old Packet Tracer. Switch 1 and switch 2. Even G. You know, do I have Even G? I don't. I remember I was in the middle of launching it, and then it started asking me, to install the images, and I had issues with it, and I was like, I'm not dealing with this, man. This is about as buggy as GNS3. But yeah, VLAN, standard VLANs, we should be able to get this on Packet Tracer here. So okay, so we're gonna use the 3560s. Where are we at? Where are we at here? In devices right there. Make sure I can see y'all. Fresh and not gone. 7-second subnetting. That might be it. That might be the video right there. I don't know what happened with GNS3, man. I might would have had to reboot. But now that I think about it, I don't even think I got those images to work. End devices. Let's see here. No, network devices. What am I doing here, y'all? Jesus Christ, has it been this long since I used Packet Tracer? Figured it'd be under end devices. No, there we go. Switches right there. What the hell? Alright, so we're gonna go with the 3650s here. And we said this guy is gonna be switch 1. And he gonna be switch 2. Dismiss. I hope that didn't go off on y'all last time. Sorry about that. I don't feel like I'm prepared enough for this one. I was like, you know, I'm gonna start doing these more often. These are a lot more fun than the tutorials I've been creating though. So we are going to cable him up from, we said FA01 to FA01, but it looks like we only got gigabit interfaces on here. So GI. What else we gonna do? We need to power these bad boys on. Slide the power supply in there. That's what I liked about Packet Tracer too. Slide that bad boy in there. Is he powered on yet, or is he powering on? He's powering on right now. Okay, would we like to enter the initial config? No. That's basically like a wizard. In case you want to set it up, you just click, kind of like, they just ask you basic questions and you just kind of go through it. They said we wanted VLAN 10 in sales. Enable. Looks like we're gonna have to do this manually too, because I believe they wanted it on both. Configure terminal. GNS3 reboot might work. It might work, but I believe I might have to reboot the whole PC. And I don't think I got those images to work on this PC. Now that I think about it, I got another laptop that I did get it to work on. But anyways, VLAN. We said VLAN 10. You just do it. It's super simple to create VLANs. VLAN 10, and then for the you type in name for the name, and the name, which is just managers. I'm sorry, sales. VLAN 20 is managers. Name managers, and this is all caps. I believe it's case sensitive. I don't remember. Anybody know if the VLAN name is case sensitive? I believe it is though. VLAN 30 is the engineers name. Engineers. VLAN 40 is support. So VLAN 40 name is support. I don't know if that's IT support or admin support or what. We just do a show VLAN to see our VLAN so far. Make that a little wider for y'all to see. And make this guy, let me move these guys over here in the corner so y'all can see the topology. Real simple topology, man. We should have been out of here. I want to try to get out of here by 8:30, y'all. Not that I don't like spending time with you guys. But this should be a really quick, easy lab here. So yeah, we said VLAN 10 is sales, 20 is managers, 30 is engineers, and 40 is support. Then we have ports 5 through 8 on each respective VLAN, right? So we go to configure terminal, and we're going to say interface GI 105 10/5. We found that book in PDF if anybody's interested. And if NetworkBruh wants me to put it out there. I don't really want to do that. I do have an affiliate link down below, but I mean, that's up to you. If you want to share that PDF, go ahead and do that. But you know, I should not be doing that, for obvious reasons. But anyways, hit up Exotic if you want that lab. But I'm not gonna promote that. Let's see here. Gigabit 105 is in VLAN 10, right? So to do that, to put that port in that VLAN, we just do switch port, and we say access. No, is it switch port VLAN? Yeah, switch port access VLAN, and then the VLAN is going to be in. So in this case, VLAN 10, right? And then the next interface, which is interface GI 106, switch port access VLAN 20. And then interface interface GI 1007 is in switch port access VLAN 30. Fat Finger Squad. Remember, that's our new name, the Fat Finger Squad. Hopefully I don't do no fat fingering today and make this lab a little longer than usual. Interface GI 108 is in VLAN 40. Switch port access VLAN 40. Control Z, and then we're gonna do a show VLAN brief to see our work here. For you guys that are just tuning in, we're just creating VLANs in switch 1, VLANs in switch 2, and then what else they said they wanted us to do after that. I think that's even it. Oh, and assign ports 5 through 8 as access ports, and assign them in the VLANs specified. So that's what I forgot to do. I put them in their respective VLANs, right? But I didn't make them access ports. And the way we do that is switch port mode access, right? So let me show y'all real quick too. So okay, so right here, Gigabit 105 is in the sales VLAN, 106 is in the managers VLAN, 7 is in engineers, and 8 is in support, right? But we did not make them access ports. So if we do a show run, you'll see each of the VLANs we created, right? I mean, we put all the ports in their respective VLANs, but we didn't make them access ports. So, and the way we do that is switch port mode access. So we'll just do an interface range command so that way we can do all of them at the same time, right? Configure terminal interface range GI 10 what I say 5 through 8. Yeah, 5 through 8, right? That's gonna put us in interface mode for all of those ports, and we just do switch port mode access, and then we do a show run just so we can see. And notice I put switch port mode access. It also put non-negotiate on there as well, so that way it does not negotiate whether to be a trunk port or not. It's just we hard coded it to be an access port. I believe that's what that command there is. Correct me if I'm wrong, y'all, but I think that's what switch port non-negotiate is. Remember, it didn't have that before, right? We just had just the VLANs, but we didn't make them as access ports. I didn't read that part there. So, oops. Shout out Exotic for the for the bootleg joint over there. Shout out Catharsis 323. That you gonna tell me what zip code that is? Don't make me Google it, man. I think that's LA. Shot right. And the 323, right? Like I remember Snoop Dogg was saying something like that. Anyway, so we got to do the same thing on switch number switch 2. Don't drop off on me now, y'all. So we got to do the same thing on switch 2. We're gonna say no here. Oh, I didn't make this guy switch 1. Let's do that. Configure terminal host name switch 1, right? And then we're gonna make him enable configure terminal host name. He is where the heck is that stuff, man? Far upstate New York. Choosing between Florida and New York City soon. That's what's up. You know what? I used to live in New York City, believe it or not. I was born in Metropolitan Hospital in Harlem, New York. I grew up in Harlem in the 80s. in the midst of the crack era, right on 116th Street. They actually made a movie of that street. That's how infamous it is. I actually lived on 115th Street, but the street over obviously was 116th Street. That was like the Walmart of crack. You just go over there if you want to buy a bag of crack. You just step out there. There's guaranteed 24/7. You get you a bag of crack. I obviously was not buying. I was like 5 or 6 years old. Well, actually, when I left, I was like 11. But yeah, I loved New York, but yeah, I can't deal with the cold weather. I love Florida. I just love Florida, the warm weather, man. Gonzalo 213 is what I was thinking of. What am I thinking? I'm thinking 213. I thought 323 was LA also. Anyway, host name is Switch2. We got to do the VLANs again on this guy. I should have copied and pasted. Let's copy and paste that guy. Let's do a copy paste of the configs on this guy right here. Where's the VLAN configs? VLAN configs. Oh, they're not in here. Interesting. Why are the VLANs not in the running configuration? Anybody know? Do I need to put it in the startup configuration? Let's do a write and then show VLAN. Show run, show start, show startup config. Come on, man. Start up config, and the VLANs, interestingly enough, are not in the running configuration. Been listening to too much 90s West Coast. Yeah, facts, right? In the 213, I can't think of the song right now, but do a write. I did do a I did a copy run start, but I thought you can copy. I thought you could see the VLAN configuration in there. That's interesting. Oh well, I guess it's not in there. Anyway, VLAN. Let's just go ahead and start doing the VLANs again. So VLAN 10 was sales name. Sales. We got 4 minutes left. Let's see if we can get this done, man. VLAN 20 name managers. VLAN 30 name is engineers, and then VLAN 40 is support. VLAN 40 name support, and we can see everything. Show VLAN brief. We got 10, 20, and 30. Then we need to put ports 5 through 8 on this guy as well in each respective VLAN. So we got to do configure terminal interface. Let's do a range. Don't make me put them all in the same VLAN, y'all. 1, 0, 5 through 8, and do a switch port mode access. And then I'm gonna get out of this and do interface GI 101 switch port access VLAN 10. I'm sorry. Take that back. Not 101. Let's get rid of that. Control A, no. We meant GI 105. Interface GI 105. Fat Finger Squad in the building. Y'all remember we came up with that name in the last live lab. Switch port access VLAN 10. We got 3 minutes left, y'all. Interface GI 106 is in. Come on. 1/06. Switch port access VLAN 20, and then interface GI 107 is in access VLAN 30, and interface GI 108. Y'all catch what I'm doing here, right? I'm putting each port in each respective VLANs. Port number 5 is in VLAN 10. Port number 6 is in VLAN 7, etc., etc. I'm sorry, not 7, VLAN 20. So 10, 20, 30, 40, and ports 5 through 8, right? And then the last port was gigabit 108, and that's in access VLAN 40, right? We could verify our work with the show VLAN brief. and we'll see gigabit 105, 106 is in 20, 107 is in 30, 108 is in 40. What was the next task here? We got like a minute left, y'all. Configure ports 5 through 8 as access ports and assign them to the VLAN specified. We done that. Task 3 was verify your VLAN configuration using relevant show commands in the Cisco iOS, and that was it. I could check the work here. By default, Cisco switches are VTP servers, so no configuration is necessary. So we didn't have to do anything with VTP. If you know what that is, that's VLAN trunking protocol. So what we could have done here was, and maybe it is, oh yeah, I would have had to make GI 101 as a trunk port. But basically what I could have done was, with VTP, was create the VLANs on switch 1, right? Make GI 101 as a trunk, and then have those VLANs propagate to switch 2. And I wouldn't have had to done all that homework manually. David Bomble is an awesome inspiration, man. He is a great teacher. Shout out to Catharsis for pointing out David Bomble. I love that guy. I was actually working on a project with him for his course. I just been, working on my channel, and then I just got this new job as a network engineer, so I kind of put that on the back burner, but I have been communicating with him about this project that we was working on together and stuff like that. Believe it or not, yeah, I was actually working on something for him, but I just had a lot of stuff on my plate, and he said, just hit me up when you're ready. He's got a lot of stuff going on and as well, so, and he's a family man and things like that. But yeah, I love David Bomble, man. He is the GOAT for sure. Even Gonzalo knows. But yeah, that's what I could have done with VTP, is have those VLANs propagate across the trunk, and I wouldn't have to do all of those VLANs manually. Use the show VTP stat. I guess this is a bonus right here. Use show VTP status command to look at the current VTP operating mode of the switch. So we're on switch 2. We'll just do a show VTP status, and we can see that it's in server mode. VTP version number 2. It's capable of running 1 or 2. And what revision is this? 8. You know why? Because each time we created a VLAN, it makes a revision of the VLAN database, and that database is called the VLAN.dat file. We could check that with just dir flash, and there it is. That's the VLAN database right there. Y'all see how I did that? That's the VLAN database. Every time there's a revision, if you add a VLAN, delete a VLAN, modify a VLAN, it makes a revision. And whoever has the highest revision number, and he's a server, he's going to propagate that to everybody else. So that's why you got to be careful with VTP status and what modes it's in. Was wondering if you feel like mentioning native VLANs. I always forget the drama about them. So native VLANs are VLANs that are not trunked. Not tagged. So you know how we put each of those ports in those respective VLANs, right? Port 5 was in VLAN 10. Port 6 was in VLAN 20, so on and so forth, right? Well, every time traffic goes through VLAN 10, right, and it's tagged as VLAN 10, if it goes across the trunk, it's gonna see the frame and be like, oh, this is VLAN 10, and then send it to wherever VLAN 10 needs to go, right? And then the other switch is gonna get it, and then it's gonna be like, oh, this is VLAN 10. Take off the tag and then send it to whoever is in VLAN 10. That's the broadcast domain he's in, right? Well, the native VLAN are VLANs that are not tagged with anything. You have to specify which one. By default, it's VLAN 1, but the native VLAN is going to be one that's not tagged. Like I said, VLAN 1 is by default, but you want to change that for security reasons. Let's say VLAN 99 is your native VLAN. So anything that comes across VLAN 99 is not going to be tagged, and then on top of that, you can use that as like a management VLAN or something like that. But yeah, for the most part, no, you don't want to use it as a management VLAN. It's just basically the VLAN that is not tagged with its traffic. So that's basically it. Maybe I'll leave like a full definition below. Y'all know I like to break it in simple terms, but if you want a more official, formal definition, I'll probably put it in the comments below or whatever, in the description below. Any other questions or anything else y'all want to point out before we call it a night? So the egress ASIC removes the tag. I wouldn't say it's the egress ASIC, but definitely I want to say it's the ingress port. So the port that receives the traffic, he receives it and says, oh, the one that sent it, he's gonna tag the traffic, VLAN 10, send it across the trunk, right? The other end of the trunk is gonna get it, ingress port, right, coming inbound, sees it, oh, this VLAN 10, okay, but then takes off, it's like a stamp, right? Takes off VLAN 10 tag and then sends it and it broadcasts it in a VLAN 10. Whoever's in VLAN 10 gonna get that traffic. That makes sense? Because they're broadcast domains. So I hope I explained that right. If anybody wants to, chime in and give a more official or better definition than I did, put it in the chat below. Shout out to Catharsis, Gonzalo, Derek. Oh, there you go. You finally showed up, man. I didn't even know you was in here, man. Man, showed up at the last minute. You just bought his Udemy courses. I bought his Packet Tracer Lab, the ultimate course, and it has Packet Tracer Labs for pretty much any topic you need for the CCNA exam. I love his course and I love his teaching style. Any opinions about Python and automation and netconf? Yes, I don't know either one of them, and I need to learn an automation language. So, and the reason why I know this is because, for example, at my job right now, I have to update the SNMP strings for all of the access layer switches, right? Obviously, if you know some kind of automation language like Python or netconf or Ansible or something like that, you can just, have that string go across. You just pretty much write a script for it to go across all of the devices. You can pick which ones to be able to say, if you're running this iOS, have them update their string, or any kind of switches, have them update their string, whatever. I'm actually doing it hand in hand manually, and the people at my job know it. They was just like, hey, well, whatever. It's going to take you a week or two. Just go ahead and do it because we need to do it because of the SolarWinds hack. If y'all know about the SolarWinds supply chain attack, SolarWinds is a monitoring tool, but it got hacked, right? And the job that I got hired on, like I was just hired on board, and I was building the SolarWinds infrastructure, and then the supply chain attack happened. We had to take it offline. We found the virus signature on our boxes and pretty much got to rebuild it. And while we're rebuilding it, they're like, go ahead and update the SNMP strings. That's what I said, but they was cool with it, so got to do it. It was about 15 minutes, but did the content. Appreciate it, man. I was, I kind of was last minute too. I was rushing in here trying to get eat something before I get this lab going, but we got it. It was real quick. You could replay it back, and it's a real quick lab, man. Real simple, standard VLANs. But yeah, go through that David Bombal course. He breaks down everything you need to know about the CCNA exam. But anyways, if y'all got any more questions or anything like that, hit me up. Y'all, hopefully y'all got my email or whatever. My Twitter, I will leave my link of my Twitter if you want to connect with me on a more personal level. I need to keep this stuff on a separate page. But anyways, for now, like, comment, subscribe to the network.